What's up everyone? So I'm going to show you how to add an advanced color picker to your Gorilla Tag fan game. It's a pretty simple process. So first, make sure that you have a Gorilla rig in your scene, which you should. Then go to here, UI, canvas. Just call this color canvas. Go into render mode, make this world space. The reason why is so that it'll be like a actual like object like in the scene kinda. And in vent camera, go into Gorilla rig, Gorilla player, and then drag in your main camera so that it'll register UI events. I like to make the size of the colored canvas about 0.03. Actually, no, it's 0.003 on all of the. Just put it like in a place you like. Now, we'll get back to this, but first, go into your right-hand controller, add an XR interaction manager. Don't worry about this; it doesn't matter. At least not for what we're doing. Go into and add an XR Ray interactor. For the XR interaction manager, just drag this in so that it'll actually like interact. I guess I don't know how to explain it very well. Interaction layer mask, set this to UI so that it'll only interact with UI elements. Hand in this, go to right because this is on the right hand. Now UI press and scroll inputs. These confuse me for a second, but it's actually pretty simple. Just go into here, then search for. So this is the right hand, so we want to do right interaction UI press. We don't need the second one, but UI scroll input, just do scroll, and then find the right interaction UI scroll. Now, we don't really need to mess with any of this stuff, but I do like to go into backstory cast distance and change this to 6, just so that, because like 30 is pretty far, so don't worry about any of this, but we can go into here and then add an XR interactor line visual. It will add a line renderer. This will basically be like the thing that shows you like where you're pointing to on the canvas or the UI. Materials. Now, if you're using Universal Render Pipeline, this might not have a material assigned, but if it isn't assigned, just search for line in the material and then do default line. Now, I like to configure this so that the invalid and blocked color gradients are completely like are completely transparent. Just go into here, select these top ones, then drag this down to make it completely transparent. This is so that like if you're not selecting the UI, it won't show a line out of your hand. So that's basically done. You can mess around with these settings. You know, I think if you experiment with these, you can learn a lot about how it works. So now let's make the actual UI. So first add a tracked device graphic raycaster. Then go into here, UI, and then find a panel. You don't have to add a panel, but I like to because it makes it more obvious it's a UI element. And then go into here and add a slider. Call it red slider. And make sure it's a child of the panel. Just configure this to the size you want. I like to go into background here and make this so it's red. So it's oops. Since it's red, I think a red background is good. And then for the fill area, you can make this like a brighter red. And this is so that whenever it like, as you can see, it's like a darker background, but like when it fills in, it just makes it's a nice contrast between the two. And repeat this for the blue and green sliders, or the green and blue sliders. So just, and right click on your panel and add a raw image. I can add light fur texture here. And make this the size you want. And then now go to add 2 buttons. Just go into your button here. Button called this will be our apply or set color button. Oh, by the way, make sure to go in here and make this like make the text just say set color. That's what I like to do. Add another button as well. This will be the randomize button, and then add 3 text mesh pro text objects. This would be the red value, and configure these to your liking. I like to do it like this. And make sure to name these like red, green, and blue value. Go to your color canvas or your canvas object, and then add the color panel script that I will provide in the description that I made, and then just drag your red, green, and blue sliders into these slots. And then for the values, drag these into their slots. And then for the preview image, just drag your raw image into here. Now go into your buttons and then click on the on-click event. Just do plus. Go to this object where your script is applied. So that would be my color canvas, color panel, and for this is the set color button. So we want it to set the color, so that will invoke that whenever it's clicked. And then do the same for randomize. It's the same process. Just go here, color panel, random color. So now we're basically done. Click on replace with UI. make sure to go into the event system object and replace it with the input system UI input module whenever it asks you to, or else it won't like let you interact with it in the editor, so you can't test it. But now you can just it works now. It'll show the exact RGB values. You can randomize it, and it does a smooth linear interpolation thing, and you can set the color. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, of course, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. It helps a lot, and I'll see you on the next tutorial or video I make. Goodbye.